Welcome to the 21st day after Pentecost, Monday, October the 14th, 2024, and welcome to our Thanksgiving Day. This is the Man at the Tap podcast, where we as a community actively seek the spiritual nourishment our souls crave. The daily lectionary reading we explore together is the Manna, designed to nurture our spiritual growth and provide the sustenance our souls need. I'm Gloria, your fellow traveler on this spiritual journey, and together we share insights and interpretations from these readings that enrich our spiritual lives. Today's lectionary reading is from the last book of the Bible, the book of Revelation. A letter written to 7 churches in Asia Minor, comprised of poor and marginalized people trying to survive, resist, and refuse assimilation into the Roman Empire. The book was written by the Apostle John, now a very old man and the last surviving of the original apostles who had been exiled to the Isle of Patmos by the authorities for preaching the gospel. The title of the book, Revelation, refers to an unveiling of something as yet unknown. Revelation provides a biblical portrait of events during a specific time of tribulation, couched in the mystery of symbolic language. People are expecting more destruction. So the scenery shifts in Revelation chapter 7. We have 4 angels who are standing at the 4 corners of the earth, holding back the destructive winds. The angels are told not to harm the land, the sea, or the trees, and to hold back judgment upon God's people until they are sealed. Then what happens is an amazing, hope-filled surprise. It is a salvation interlude, assuring the people of God that they are protected. In the first 8 verses of chapter 7, a specific number of 144,000 worshipers, 12,000 from each of the tribes of Israel, are worshiping God around the throne. The reading, though, for today is verses 9 to 17, and it can be divided into 2 sections: a heavenly vision, verses 9 to 12, and the interpretation of that heavenly vision, verses 13 to 17. Worship and praise are central to both sections. Beginning here, the Apostle John describes a great multitude from every nation, from all tribes, peoples, and languages. This gives us a picture of a multi-ethnic character of the people of God. The white-robed multitude have washed their robes and they've made them white in the blood of the Lamb as they sing songs and are waving palm branches in their hands. They are heard singing hymns of praise in a loud voice. Salvation belongs to our God who sits on the throne and to the Lamb. The robes washed in the Lamb's blood to make them white may be a reference to the washing away of sins commanded in Isaiah chapter 1, verses 16 to 18. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be like snow. This imagery also parallels the triumphal entry scene on Palm Sunday, when Jesus entered Jerusalem and the people were waving their palms and calling out, Hosanna. But it's important to note that this multitude of people in Revelation pledged itself to the Lamb and will remain faithful to the Lamb forever and ever. Unlike the multitude in the triumphal entry in the gospel, these people later turned their back on the Messiah. The multitude in Revelation is known for its loyalty. It comprises individuals who have been active, not passive. And John points out a clear picture of this group living out their vocation of worship and praise. They do not wait to be served by God, but they actively seek to serve God. Like a shepherd, God tenderly cares for his people, a beautiful image of a God who is the great shepherd of his sheep, and he will shelter them with his presence. The word shelter invokes the imagery of the tabernacle in the wilderness. It is a sense of God's radiant presence or dwelling as a canopy over them. And there is also the call to return home from exile. God's people will not hunger or thirst on their journey through the wilderness, nor will any scorching wind or sun touch them. Led by their shepherd lamb, God's redeemed people will come through the tribulation into God's new promised land. The salvation interlude assures all of us as God's people that with God's help, we will be able to withstand any tribulation because the Lamb at the center of the throne will be our shepherd, and he will lead us to springs of living water and will wipe away every tear from our eyes.